The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Megan Shepard. Thank you so much for joining us. Topping news, the Minister for Tourism commenting on the state of tourism in the Bahamas. Natalie Martin-Burrow fills us in. The Minister of Tourism, Obi Wilshcombe, says that the tourism industry has become a highly competitive business with more than 1.8 billion people traveling every year. He says given the growth of this industry, the issue of training and the state of the product is almost crucial. With that in mind, the tourism minister announced that the industry will be getting some assistance from a major player in the tourism mix.
President Disney said, we will help you with all your training and everything else. Well, the president of Disney is coming, Mr. Speaker, and he's bringing with him representatives from the Disney Academy. Why? To create a program for training with our people, Mr. Speaker. Yeah. Disney. Again, Mr. Speaker, no cost to the Bahamas. No cost to the Bahamas government. Just an opportunity. Mr. Speaker, these are the things that are taking place. And they're taking place in the Bahamas right now, Mr. Speaker, because we're seeking to build our tourism industry.
Minister Wilshcombe says the issue of service now arises, noting that the Bahamas must seek to improve the level of service every day. He says service is an important component of the tourism product.
Every day our product must be better. If we're going to sit down and believe it's just going to be okay, no. So we get every Bahamian to know that deliver a quality product. Every Bahamian, whether it's the artist, whether it's the vendor, whether it's the person who's selling coconut, whatever it is, Mr. Speaker, lift the service. Lift the service, deliver the service. Make it, let people say, oh, I see what it means by better in the Bahamas. I understand what it means by being better in the Bahamas. That's what we have to do, because we have a great, people want the Bahamas, they want the brand.
Minister Wilshcombe also telling Parliament that he is pleased with the level of support coming from the major cruise lines, but he says the challenge now is to ensure that cruise passengers return for a longer stay. The local government elections are less than a week away. A tight race expected in the 4 constituencies in Freeport, as an impressive number of persons will be on the ballot. Natalie Martin-Burrow has that story.
Despite claims of a decline in interest among potential candidates, the elections are shaping up to be hotly contested in each of the 4 constituencies in the Freeport area. All eyes will be on Marco City. That's the area with the highest number of candidates, 8 persons seeking to fill 3 positions on the council. Among them, a mixture of newcomers and veterans. Candidates are Harold Adderley, Damian Fox, Barry Mackey, Kevin Ferguson, Keatron Meadows, Omise Lightbourne Lockhart, Shavita Campbell, and Solomon Morley. Voters in Marco City will cast ballots in 14 polling divisions. In Central Grand Bahama, the candidates are Marco Carey, Diane Coakley, Jonathan Eden, Fraser Gibson, Leslie Lightbourne, and incumbent Derek Sands. Central Grand Bahama includes polling divisions 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7A, 8, 9, 11A, 12, 13A, and 14. Voters will elect 2 of the 6 candidates. In Pine Ridge, voting will take place in 13 polling divisions. Voters will select 2 of 4 candidates. The candidates are incumbents Melvin Albury and Jennifer Ellis, Clifton Francis, and Eris Hutchison. In the Freeport section of East Grand Bahama, that's polling divisions 3, 4, 7, 8, 9A, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, there are 6 candidates. Voters will be required to elect 2 of them. The candidates are Chavez McMahon Campbell, C. Allen Johnson, Portia Pelicanos, Charlene Reed Morris, Navarre Smith, and incumbent Dawn Martin. The polls will open at 8 a.m. and close at 6 p.m. Natalie Martin-Burrow, ZNS Network News.
Immigration officers capturing 12 Brazilians on Grand Bahama. The group was found in a hotel in the Lucaya area. We are told that around 10 o'clock yesterday morning, police and customs officers acting on a tip regarding a possible smuggling operation, officers went to a room at one of the resorts and met a total of 12 Brazilians, 7 males and 5 females, who are all taken into custody. Reports tell us that the Brazilians arrived in the Bahamas on different dates on board Copia Airlines and were admitted for periods ranging from 7 days to 3 weeks. The group was taken to the immigration headquarters for processing overnight. This morning, the Brazilians were transported to New Providence on board a Pineapple Air flight to be housed at the detention center until they are repatriated to their home country. This is the third group of migrants intercepted on Grand Bahama within the past week. Police recovering an illegal firearm in the Freeport area yesterday. Police tell us that officers acting on information went to the Limewood Lane area and discovered a brown-handled .25 pistol with one magazine containing a .22 hollow point ammunition. No one was arrested. Investigations are continuing. A suspect wanted for questioning in relation to a grievous harm matter is now in custody. 20-year-old Harris Osley Martinez of West End turned himself into the Central Detective Unit today. Police want to talk to Martinez about an incident that took place in Port Lucaya on Labor Day, where a young man sustained injuries to the face during an apparent attack. A wanted bulletin was issued for Martinez last evening. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition continues right after this.
Bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Administrators of the House of Hoops and Dreams, a ministry that mentors young men, needs help from the community. The ministry, headed by Bonnie Baston, will be hosting a fundraiser this Saturday to raise funds for the development of young men. Baston is encouraging everyone to support the musical event.
Yeah, I decided to try and attract more of a mature adult audience, and we're having a jazz and soft reggae fusion concert. It's going to be held at the Rand Nature Center. The tickets are $25, includes one drink and light hors d'oeuvres. It's going to be a really, really nice evening of adult entertainment.
Now, a number of talented young people will be featured. Baston says this is not an event you want to miss.
The artists that we're featuring will be Terry Johnson McLean, who's the music teacher at Sunland Baptist Academy, and Patrice Moore, who's also the music teacher at Tabernacle Baptist Academy.
The Bahamas National Trust Discovery Club recently celebrated its annual awards and badge ceremony, where 176 students from Freeport and Nassau were granted badges for successfully completing various programs. Students ranging from age 7 through 12 were presented with environmental badges in the following categories: national parks, fish, flora, bugs, endangered species, and shells. The Discovery Club, which is the youth arm of the BNT, is no different, with over 40 clubs on New Providence, Abaco, Grand Bahama, Andros, Eleuthera, Exuma, Cat Island, and Inagua. Students from Bartlett Hill Primary, Freeport Gospel Chapel, and Mary Star of the Sea Catholic School took part in the club events. Stay with us. Ricardo Lightborn comes your way next with sports.
Everybody at Sports Time, I'm Ricardo Lightborn, and this one is for those kids up there at Maurice Moore Primary who had a great year and they want to get out of school now. They ain't waiting until tomorrow. Bahamas Baseball Federation Nationals will actually start on Thursday, folks, in a new refurbished Grand Bahama Baseball Stadium, all compliments of Amera Caribbean. The Grand Bahama Baseball Stadium will be the venue for the Grand Bahama Port Authority Bahamas Baseball Federation 12th Annual Andre Rogers National Championship. The fields have been worked on and will be ready to play starting on Thursday, with over 300 players in 6 divisions coming to Grand Bahama. The coach pitch division is the 7 to 8-year-olds, minors 9, 10, 11, 12 will play in the major division. The junior divisions are 13 to 15, 16, 17 will be the high school, and the collegiate athletes 25 and under. All teams are coming in from the Grand Bahama Little League, as well as Junior Baseball League of Nassau. North Abaco will be coming. Also, Exuma Baseball, Freedom Farm, Eleuthera Baseball League of Rock Sound, Community Baseball, New Providence Amateur Baseball, plus you've got Legacy and Grand Bahama Little League. Will be a very good tournament. Let's now go to softball. Slow pitch play in the GBSA, Gateway Travelers and Police Crime Stoppers. The Travelers with the early sticks, but the Police with some defense able to slow down Gateway. Gateway kept taking the action right to the Police. Watch the fly ball to left field. The left fielder will drop this one. The Travelers will cash in big time. When it's going your way, you can smile because just like that, the Gateway kissed this one goodbye. It is a 3-run shot. The Travelers have a big reason to celebrate. They lead the game. The Police sucked it up and back in the game, showing Gateway that they too have got some pop in their bats. Well, some Crime Stoppers just wanted to get on base. That's what you call a bloop base hit. The Travelers tried to settle down, but a good stop here by the shortstop. But watch this throw. It gets away. Get this, the Police came back to defeat Gateway Travelers 16-15. Dexel Hall got the win. The loss went to John Cooper. Well, other games for the Hugo Braves. Boss of the Pats uniform Reds 14-8. Keel Pinners got the win there, and Leonard Vincent tied with the loss in the co-ed affair last night. The Sires Holmes Rock Stars, they defeated the D's Drivers 11-10. Common Roll went the distance, and the loss goes to John Cooper. Tonight, it is West End Blue Marlins and Statoil. They all start at 7. That'll be followed by the Junior Grand Crushers and West End Blue Marlins. And the Express Food Mart and Hugo Braves will play the feature. Abaco Softball Association also had a pretty good weekend of play. Let's go to the scoreboard. The Diamond Dolls defeated the Major Pay 19-2 in ladies play. Rhonda Penn Eldon was 3 for 3 at the plate, and also the win, striking out 11 batters and lost win to Celestine Russell. The Diamond Dolls took game 2 of the weekend, 15-0 over the Major Pay. Laurie Saunders was 3 for 4, 7 RBIs batted in, and Mary Bethel struck out 9 and threw a 1-hitter. The loss goes to Ella Russell. In men's play, the Simple Solution defeated the DNR Sluggers 9-4. Josh Roll with a 4-for-4 game. Javano Culmer got the win. Thomas Blanks Kelly was tagged with the loss. The Greater Bulldogs, they outscored the Hope Town Wreckers 11-4. Nigel Boodle 3-for-4 at the plate. The win goes to William Lefty Weatherford. He struck out 9 batters, and the loss went to Adrian Biff Henschel. They should do exceptionally well. Well, June 20th is the start, 30th that is, the start of the Bahamas Sports Revolution Camp for children, that is boys and girls 6 to 16 years of age. It's being billed as a 2-week sports excitement event. The Bahamas Sports Revolution Camp is sponsored by Subway Bahamas Fresh Fit and the Grand Bahama Port Authority. It starts June 30th, says Alan Hall.
The first thing was coming up with a team of young advocates for sports and sports enthusiasts. And as you can see here, we have a very strong team of former athletes, collegiate athletes, current collegiate athletes, and transitional collegiate athletes, and sports administrators.
Now the camp will be all-encompassing at the Bishop Michael Eldon School. Cherish Hollingworth says it's a new concept to summer camping.
We wanted to come up with something where kids can get some skill development, but not be overwhelmed with competition. We wanted to come up with a product where they can add to whatever skills they already had. And then we wanted to take some snapshots into some of the sports that are not necessarily highlighted all of the time. And so we welcomed tennis as one of the sports in the program.
Given the abundance of sports talent on Grand Bahama, shaping them is another facet of this camp. Let's go to Oscar Dixon.
The fact that we have so many sports being offered, and then we have the persons who will be in charge of the camp are persons who have experience in their respective fields. So students coming, participants coming will be exposed, and they'll be given information or shared information with persons who have experience in that field and knowledge in that field.
Well, let me tell you that the Bahamas Sports Revolution Camp has utilized a number of collegiate and high school athletes as instructors. Blake Bartlett and Jonathan Farquharson is just 2 of those guys who are going to be a part of it.
We decided to make an awesome program, and we're trying to basically help kids sharpen or gain skills in sports that they don't normally play, like tennis, for example.
I just came here to give my expertise in what I know, which would be track and field, but there's other sports like soccer, soccer, tennis, and swimming, which all sports I did in school, so I'm pretty familiar with it, and just happy, great opportunity to give back to the community.
And that's a great idea for those young people working to give our young kids something to do this summer. The Caribbean Amateur Junior Golf Championships will be played in Puerto Rico, folks, starting the 17th of July. The team will be ready to play, and trust me on this, junior golf is also on the way back. The Bahamas Golf Federation Junior Championship played on the Reef Golf Course, and this one was a huge success. The junior golfers played for a spot on the Bahamas national team. For many, it will be their first time playing on an international team and in a tournament, and some again have the experience like Xavier Robinson. The team will travel to Puerto Rico for the Junior CAGC, and they look pretty good. North Administrator for Junior Golf Anthony Smith says the work really will start once the kids come back from the tournament.
We are preparing ourselves to do some other tournaments to raise some funds. We're trying to do something like a round robin tournament that we're planning for, like Treasure Key, where we can get those golfers from the Treasure Key area, Grand Bahama and Nassau, and any other players who may be interested, potential juniors who might be interested, to try and get them involved to re-energize the sport of golf for the juniors.
Many of the novice golfers will have some time to practice and look at next year. The idea of pushing junior golf throughout the Bahamas is long overdue, giving them the opportunity to play the game, and the hope is that they're going to enjoy the game. Right, Anthony?
I think we had some two groups that played, and they were really excited to see that they had trophies, and they really fought a good fight. Now, having said that, what we're going to do is we're going to try and prepare for that, and maybe we can get maybe about 2 or 3 groups within that, and have some other fundraisers to help with the junior golf program. This will also help to give us a little seed money at the end of the day to, you know, assist them with other little things that we may need to do. Of course, you know, while the juniors have the opportunity to play for free because they walk, we still need to be able to have some, you know, a little funding.
The Bahamas junior golf team heads to Puerto Rico July 17th, and this year's team, girls and boys, will be tough. And I can officially say the Bahamas Golf Federation has asked me to go with them to Puerto Rico, basically to carry the bags. That's it. That's a look at sports tonight.